Oh wow! Today we are doing a very special activity, and that is a food tour through Old Delhi, the place with all the food, and I'm so excited to try it with the guides that can help us understand what we are eating, and it will be so fun. Hi, if we don't know each other yet, I'm Rita, and at the moment I'm traveling through the beautiful country of India, exploring sites, cities and food. So let's get back to exactly that. So the way that people works is that we follow a guide from shop to shop and trust him with the best recommendations in Old Delhi. The food tour starts with a popular Indian dish of dumplings known as ballas that are made from ground lentils and deep fried to perfection, then soaked in yogurt, absorbing its coolness, and lastly they are elevated with spices and garnished with sweet and tangy chutneys. The mix of spices, textures and the refreshing yogurt is what makes this dish so interesting to try. So we are eating from this shop now called Nut Rush. And first bite, let's see.
Yeah, so is there anything you want to ask?
It's like sweet, spicy, yogurty and doughy. Really, really cool. And it's cold. Is that a dessert or a main?
It's kind of a snack. It's a snack.
It's a snack. With our bellies just touching all the food spices we will try tonight, we continue on from here through the busy streets of Old Delhi while following our guide to the next food destination. Let's talk about Aloo Chaat. Picture this: golden, crispy potatoes tossed in a lot of spices, topped with zesty tamarind chutney and fresh coriander. It's a flavor-packed bite that is a perfect example of the vibrancy of Indian street food. Okay, next up we are trying Aloo Chaat, which is fried potato with spices, and it's done over here. This shop is like super duper old. Oh my god, it's hot. It's like super yummy potatoes. It has something acidic on it, I'm not sure. Maybe there's some lemon, but I might be imagining it. And the spices are so good. And it's hot, yummy, fried. What can go wrong? I would say it's time to swap to something sweet now. And for that we are trying a very popular Indian dessert, which is cooked here to perfection since 1884. Which is a lot of time to perfect a recipe. Okay, next up we are trying a famous sweet called Jalebi, and it's basically fried dough over here and then dipped in syrup. So first bite, I have a little piece here. Oh wow! The syrup is just like coming out in every bite. So sweet, so yummy. It's really good. Wow, it's like the syrup is coming out. Every bite is so delicious. I love that. That is amazing. The deep-fried spirals of fermented batter, soaked in fragrant saffron-infused sugar syrup, seamlessly combine crispy and syrupy perfection. It's not something I had been familiar with before or could compare it to something else, but for sure, trying Jalebi has been mind-blowingly delicious, and I would book a ticket back to Delhi just to have these again right here at this food stand, and I am not exaggerating. Our next stop on our food tour is to take a rickshaw, and we are going to the spice market. We have been there already, but this time we're gonna learn more about the spices, so I'm really excited for that as well. The spice market is in the heart of Old Delhi and is a vibrant sensory experience where colorful alleys overflow with a diverse array of spices. From the warm tones of cumin to the bold notes of red chili powder, each step immerses you in the rich history of Indian flavors that are not only used within the country but also exported abroad.
So here we have dry ginger. Nutmeg.
This part of the spice market focuses on chilies, and actually is also called the sneezing and coughing market, because once you enter, as you've seen me when I entered the first time, you are sneezing non-stop here. As we walk to our next food tour stop, I can't help but be amazed by how much is happening in Old Delhi, even during the late evening hours. You might think this is the start of the day with the hustle and bustle happening, but this right here is really the definition of a city that never sleeps, and I love to be part of that, even for just a night. Now we will have a North Indian culinary duo, which is a match made in food heaven. Picture this: spiced chickpeas known as chole simmering in a rich tomato-based gravy, creating a hearty and aromatic curry. Now pair that with bhature, fluffy, deep-fried bread that's the perfect companion to scoop out every bit of that deliciousness. So we are trying now Chole Bhature, and apparently it's even for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and it's chickpeas, very spicy additions, and it's this fried fluffy bread with it. Look at it, steaming hot. Okay, I've eaten it a couple of times, but I'm going to taste it right. Okay. It's really yummy, never disappoints, it's really, really good. The Chole Bhature we tried in this place was really a 10 out of 10 of all the Chole Bhatures we've tried before. The bread has been perfectly fried, fluffy, and the chickpeas have been so delicious, the spices. It's really a 10 out of 10 and you have to try it. Our bellies are getting fuller and fuller, but there is still lots of space to try other things, and for that we are heading to our next destination. Our next food spot is actually in this hidden place that overlooks the market here, and the food that we're gonna eat is cooked right here. And this is the entry to the place. Right here, it's a tiny staircase in the middle of the market here. You would never find it by yourself, but you have to try it. This one. This one. Stuffed paratha is another dish that we tried. Envision thin layers of golden perfection embracing a delicious filling. Whether it's the spices of potatoes, the wholesome essence of spinach, or the richness of paneer, each bite is full of flavors, and when these stuffed pieces of dough hit the griddle, they undergo a magical transformation to that crispy golden indulgence that we know paratha to be. Since you've made it so far through my video, I'd love for you to hit that like button so that others can find it as well. And if you want to see more videos about India, make sure to subscribe to not miss them.
This is onion paratha.
Now trying parathas. They have different fillings, either cottage, onion or potato. And it's basically dough with a filling. Dough with a filling inside. Right, perfect. It's really yummy. It's like a really cool, I can't even compare it to something, fried bread with filling inside. So really cool meal and delicious. What can go wrong with fried bread? It's so good, and cottage cheese. And in this location, it tastes even better. Talking about the location, it was a really cool one here, because this restaurant is placed on the second floor, overlooking Old Delhi from the top, and allowing you to absorb that busyness from a distance for the first time. It had something very calming about it to not be in between the hustle and bustle, but to just look on it from the top. Starting to feel a little bit full at this point, but definitely not full enough to stop trying. And for that we are heading to the area of the Jama Masjid Mosque. And that area has already been crazy busy during the day, but at night it was even crazier, and I couldn't believe to actually be back there to try the delicious food that we're gonna try here right now. here we are trying kebab, a dish that I'm quite familiar with. But in Delhi, the meat is marinated in aromatic spices and then grilled to perfection. It's really a different type of kebab and maybe even better than the ones I'm familiar with. Trying now the chicken kebab. It's with some mint sauce over here.
Mint and coriander sauce.
Mint and coriander sauce. Spicy, really, really good. Really moist chicken. The place where we had the kebabs was right here next to the mosque, and it is busy here. Honestly, there's so much happening, and it is very famous for their chicken dishes. Hence, the kebabs here are really, really good. Okay, enough of the mains. Now it's time to swap to desserts, and for that we are heading right to this restaurant here. Again, we have a rice pudding served here traditionally in this clay pot. Let's give it a taste test. It's very thick. It's like a mousse consistency, thick mousse consistency, like caramel taste slash like how is this called? This milk. What I mean here is condensed milk. Something in this direction. Has nuts on top. I really like it, and something of semolina consistency. Like if you cook semolina with milk, it's really good. Another dessert is a bread pudding. Let's try this one. Very hot, very, very sweet again. It has some kind of syrupy consistency again with the bread inside. Super sweet and super yummy, and it's hot. And small portion is perfect, because if you eat more, you're gonna die from the sweetness, so this is perfect. And last up, we have Lassi, a milk drink served either sweet or salty, and goes really good with food or after you eat something spicy to kind of cool down a bit your stomach. It's really, really good.
Do you have YouTube channel?
Yes. It's sweet and thick in consistency and really delicious, and it really calms down a bit your stomach after all the food. We have definitely eaten lots of amazing things during our food tour, and if you would like to do one as well in Delhi, check out the link in the description box below. Our trip through India has just begun, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button to not miss the next video, and I'll see you there.